Welcome back. I'm Martin and I'm so happy because the Christmas medley just came to an end and all of your entries have been so wonderful. There was really one more beautiful, more emotional, more festive than the other. And in today's video, which might become a little longer video, so yeah, grab yourself something to drink. I would like to show you how I made my entry because I really wanted to combine two worlds of music that really mean a lot to me, and they can't be more apart as they are. On the one side, you know, the cinematic, the orchestral stuff, and on the other hand, just, damaged guitars, damaged drums, damaged whatsoever. I suggest we just dive right in, and the very beginning, you know, the cinematic, the Christmassy, the Christmas chord, and whatsoever, you can tell in orange it was done by Lumina. I mean, that's the old interface I used, the old interface. I'm a little more used to it, but now there's even Lumina 2.0, which is the same sounds, and let's just listen what Lumina provided to the track. So all this is Lumina, and it's a wonderful library. Really, if you don't know it, check it out. The Sordinos. Listen only to those orchestral Sordinos. Those alone are worth, I think, the whole library. And another thing that's so crazy, the bell tower. I mean, those guys from Project Sam, they sampled a bell tower. So you have all the bells that are in a tower, and I wanted to show you this, the Majestic, for example. Lumina is all about fantasy, about stories, about this stuff. I do have the chords here, and depending on how hard I hit the key, it's major or minor. And then with the mod wheel, I just blend in the choir and the density, and then you just... That's so cool. And then on the upper side you would have even the flute if you want. So yeah, Lumina, wonderful library. Then I have the melody, and the melody is divided by a flute, a solo trumpet and a solo horn. They all play together, they combine themselves. And I have even at the very beginning, and that's very important to me to tell you, from the Untamed series from Westwood, I do have the solo viola, and what I would like to show you is simply this. Listen to that. Those improvisations is something that you can't program with MIDI, so or you have something recorded like this, or you just don't have it. And at the very end, you do have the same note played by the trumpet and by the viola, but you know, breath is a limited thing. A trumpet player runs out of breath, the viola continues, sounds like this. And even there, just an amazing improvisation. And yeah, as I always say, you know, use those faders, use those knobs, play with your MIDI events. But let's get back to the beginning. I mean, Lumina, yes, did the heavy lifting, but then I do have from Pandora one cymbal roll. So beautiful, everything time synced. And I do have from the orchestral essentials, if I remember well, I do have, yes, the Glockenspiel together with the bell tower, just beautiful. Then I do have some pizzicato from Symphobia, very subtle. Then another thing from Symphobia, I do have some woodwind effects once. Don't overdo it with those effects. Once, just here, one time. Gives such a magic touch if you don't use them too often. Oh, maybe another thing that might be interesting to you. If you look here at the markers, I used the markers actually to write down the chords of that track. So when I played my melody and my counter melody and all this, I knew precisely which notes to hit, thanks to my cheat sheet up there with the chords. Even the tempo, the whole thing starts 83, gets up to 130, ends at 80 BPM. What else do we have at the beginning? Yes, I do have once this adaptive run from Project Sam, even here. Just a time synced orchestral run. You don't need them often, but if you can add them, they add some magic to your track. And I think that's it really for the beginning. There isn't a lot more going on. The sled bells, obviously, even in the sled bells, you know, I worked with the volume to have them where I wanted them. They're starting here then. So here, there they are. Then there comes the fun part. And where the fun part comes, I had obviously everything that is not really Christmas, but was a lot of fun. I have from Gravity 2 a time synced riser happening. I have from Gravity this impact. I mean, this impact is simply showing, okay, now Krampus is in the room. Then I have even here from Pandora, from Project Sam, a cluster coming in, time synced, even this one. And then from Heaviosity, the damaged guitars take over together with the damaged rock grooves. I have even here at the beginning which is obviously a lot of fun because you do have in the damaged guitars, if you don't know that library, you know, you do have the grooves on the guitar and you have the combining grooves on the bass. So and then slides and bends and whatsoever. And the damaged rock grooves do have even the matching drum groove. So it's just, you know, one thing hand in hand. And I did use on the heavy bit even another library which is pretty amazing, which is the Voices of Rage. I don't know if you know them from Sound Iron. That's really cool because I provided this. You know, just growls and screams and stuff like this and phrases.
Load!
There is all this stuff, even this is time synced.
What you know? Lost!
This incredible love even.
Load!
just someone laughing.
Let you suffer!
So, you know, this bit is just as evil as it can get. I switch on everything from the beginning again. This part sounds like this.
Load! What you know? Lost!
Yeah, and then at the very end we are again having here the Lumina Sordinos. I will play you those, they are so lovable. With, from Lumina, this Hold Your Breath, even this one, such an incredible sound, because that's the magic of Project Sam, recording the whole orchestra as once, or the whole choir, or the orchestra with the choir, or the combinations, horns with strings and stuff like this. And even here, you see I can do this. With one preset, so the whole ending sounds like this.
Like you suck!
Yeah, if you don't know Lumina, it's really worth it. It's really worth it. All this in one, you know, in one preset. And now I think there comes the part that you all have been waiting for. Yes, I had some performance in the video and it took me countless takes to get this one nailed. So there is the flute, the Phoenix flute from hell. There's a story to it. I used this flute last year in a fun take on YouTube, and we had a deal with Rebecca. She should take it from me and then throw it into the fire, but you know, to the side, it actually landed on the flames, and you can tell this thing is pretty much burned, even the mouthpiece, and it smells horrible. Merry Christmas! And the cork seal, you might see it, the cork seal got completely burned. So I needed to seal this one with some glue, and still you can't really play it because the low notes, they don't get through anymore. So you see, it's not easy to play on this one. But I did my best to play this flute. Rebecca didn't get hold of it, and I still have massive plans with this one. It might make it into a sample library, you never know. And then yes, there was me even growling with this Shure SM58 clone, pretty close to me, and yeah, it sounded like this then, just this bit.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sled. Yeah!
With together the second part of the flute and some of the voices of rage, you get this.
Lost! jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sled. Yeah.
So yeah, that was precisely what was going on, and believe me, it took me a lot of takes. I'm not a flute player, I'm not a singer, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to have fun. I mean, Christmas, I think, is even about, just having fun and make people happy. And I think some of you really had a heavy laughing when they saw this performance. And that's it. As I said, the video became a little longer, but I just wanted to show you what precisely I did with this track and what went in there and why, and all the tiny little details, even like here, the flute and the trumpet and the horn and the oboe playing together, the melody, passing notes one to the other, so the sound is even changing. It's not just one instrument playing the whole melody line and stuff like this. And I think that's it from my side for today. The year is nearly over. I have lots of plans even for 2024, but pretty sure we will see again. Maybe even this year, maybe there will be even a live stream. Otherwise, make good music always. See you in the next video or in the next live stream. Bye-bye.